Hot Wheels cars, you've got to love them. Just about every kid has had one at some point in their life, and everybody pretty much remembers the first Hot Wheels car they got. Some of us go on to collect hundreds, if not thousands of the thing. As adults, as collecting them is highly, highly addictive if you fall in love with these things. And my latest addition to the family, I think I need to go and get it. Hang on, did that just move? Well, indeed it did. Welcome to my smallest ever car review. This is a 1/76 scale Mazda RX-7. Working lights all round on the car. Gonna have to be careful this doesn't get run over by one of my bigger ones. Or my cat eats it. Whilst the pandemic has raised the interest in small scale RC cars, this thing takes that to a completely different level. Keep watching, see what we'll get for our money, and then we'll do a full test on this thing, see just how much fun it is. So this really is the smallest RC car unboxing I've ever done. We've got a 1/76 scale Mazda RX-7 here. When I say ready to run, you are going to need 4AA batteries for the transmitter, but other than that, it should be pretty much ready to go. So what do we get for our money? Our instruction manual, definitely a good idea to read that. How to charge the battery, because the battery is built into the car, so I'm going to talk you through that step by step when I get the transmitter together. And the car itself, well, I said the car itself, that's the car, and it comes with 2 spare bodies, which you can paint in whatever colour you wish to. That is not something I'd seen coming, particularly at this price point. We'll get the car out in just a second, but the key bit of this is actually the transmitter that it comes with. It's actually got a built-in charger for the car there, as the battery is contained within the car itself. However, it also comes with a separate USB charging lead, so I'm going to use that to charge the car in the first instance while I talk you through how to set the transmitter up. Now, one point to note, regardless of whether you use the USB cable to charge the car or the port on the transmitter, the car needs to be turned off while it's charging. And it has a red light on the car when it's charging. When that red light goes out, the car's charged. Should take around 40 minutes. And you're actually going to need 4 AAA batteries, not 4 AA batteries, as I stated at the start. Now, as for speed, I'm going to charge the car via the main USB lead on here. You can actually charge it from the transmitter. You turn this slot on the side using a coin or similar. You put your 4 AAA batteries in there. Push that down. Push that down. Twist your coin or plastic piece in there. Now the USB charger, you can see there, to get it to work, you slide this across, but this will spring back. So you need to slide it across, turn it through 90 degrees. That's locked in the upright position. Making sure your car's turned off. You can click that on there. Your transmitter is now ready to go together. You can be forgiven, it will go on both ways, but in actual fact, to get it on and looking like a normal transmitter, click it on that way. At this point, your transmitter should be turned off, car should be turned off. Car remains turned off. You've got a charging switch on the top there. You click that on and the little blue light comes on there, but the charging light is the red one underneath. When this light goes out, the car is fully charged and ready to use. But as I say, for speed today, I'm going to charge it on the main USB charger. But it's very neat that you can charge it up directly from the transmitter like that. Now, I will say, at this price point, this transmitter is absolutely second to none in terms of the features it has, which I can show you while it's still charging. 3 speed positions, 25%, 50% and 100%. Reversible steering on there. We've got steering dual rate, steering trim, throttle dual rate, and throttle trim on there. Absolutely outstanding. There's a lot of big name manufacturers that don't provide transmitters that's good as this. It's got another 2 channels on there. Now, what did the channel 3 and channel 4 buttons do? Well, if you press channel 3 button, it says it changes the multicolored light on the car. I'm thinking, what on earth does it mean? It's actually changing the color of this light underneath that shines down on the car. So technically, it is changing the light on the car. And the channel 4 button is a 3-stage switch. First stage turns off the front and rear lights. Second position, used to turn on the front and rear lights. And the third stage switches the headlights to flash quickly. So we'll try that when the car's fully charged. Anyway, whilst that car's charging, quick look through the manual. There's a good section on troubleshooting on here. It shows you how to change over to one of the 2 spare bodies, which I guess you can paint in whatever colour you want. There are no stickers to black the windows out with, so you're going to need something to mask the windows with. But it even has part numbers for all the individual parts on here. Little exploded diagram as to how it all fits together, should you need to do any work on it. And literally, if anything breaks on it, everything has got individual part numbers on. For the money, this is absolutely fantastic. A lot of people could learn a lot from this. And one last thing, you can actually buy miniature tracks to go and race these on your side, because you can race several of them at a time, 1.2 meters by 0.8 of a meter wide on there. Anyway, I think that battery should be about charged by now. Well, it's not quite charged as yet, which gives me time to show you the spare bodies, which when I've lifted it out of the case, they've got all of the parts, including the masking parts for the headlights on there, contained within there. So I need to read a manual as to how to put those together and take the body on and off, but that is all fully explained in the manual. So what colour should I paint these two spare bodies? Have your say in the comment section below the video. And if you are using the transmitter to charge your car, when you're done, simply turn that through 90 degrees and that drops back down again. Power on here, power on there. Yeah, that did just fall on the floor and we're ready to go. Well, the level of control it has is actually pretty darn good. Steering radius is ridiculously good, and put a little turn of speed on there if you want it. Oh, a bell. If you do subscribe, do like Kev Talbot says, hit the bell. Sorry, couldn't resist getting that one in. But you can have fun with this thing in just the smallest of places. It really is just like a micro RC car. In fact, the transmitter is considerably better than quite a few that I own that cost considerably more than this did. It's got quite a turn of speed when you floor it. Well, the lights can be completely turned off, turned on at the front and at the rear. Third mode sets some flashing, and you can even have underbody lighting. How cool does that thing look like? That's so Fast and Furious to my mind on there. Oh, makes you wonder if they're going to bring a bigger one of these out. Although the love of this thing is the small scale. You can have great fun with this thing. Not even going fast. And trust me, if you've got a cat or a dog, this thing is going to drive them absolutely crazy. Steering on it is very direct, and you can cut enough power to put the back out if you really want. It reverses at quite some speed. Nonetheless, quite a lot of fun to drive. I have to say, if you're into Hotwheels, you're going to want to get one of these. Well, if you're the kind of person that wants to take your RC fix with you absolutely anywhere you go, then I would say this is definitely worthy of consideration. Building the speed up on it, it will go pretty quickly. It's, like I say, it's fully proportional. It takes a little bit of getting used to, and you can tune the steering dual rate up and down, which makes it a little more agile on it. So I'm not flying along here. First time I've actually tried it in anger, but it has a decent turn of pace. Ooh, decent turn of pace on it. Pulls up with quite a knock, like a mini Hot Wheels. Well, donut. A Hot Wheels that does donuts. Smooth is the key to this thing. I think it would be better suited almost, the bigger turns than this. And my dog is absolutely fascinated by it, aren't you, Moriarty? What's that? What's that? What's that? Anyway, I do appreciate with this car, it's very difficult to actually demonstrate it practically, but hopefully I have on the floor there. You only need an incredibly small area to run it. 4 foot by 6 is going to seem absolutely huge for running a car like this. And I believe you can run about 8 of these at the same time. 2.4 gigahertz radio, so none of them are going to interfere with each other. You can even set up mini drag races with these things. The fact it's proportional and so small, smaller actually than slightly smaller actually than a Hot Wheels car, is absolutely incredible. Anyway, bit of fun. Link to it below the video if you're interested, because this is a nice one that you can take away on holiday with you, because that's all you've got to pack in your suitcase. Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video, and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.